Good evening and welcome to tonight's live lesson. My name is Troy, and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Let's move into tonight's live lesson. This is live lesson number 290, and in this live lesson we're going to be moving our flams around the kit. So this is a really cool way of getting used to playing flams around the drums, and this is just one way. This isn't the only way, and in fact once you get these down, I highly recommend that you try and explore these as much as you can. So by that I mean try and hit different drums. This is basically going to revolve around snare drum, floor tom and tom 1. Okay, and we're going to be playing our patterns off of those. So what we've got here, we've got a basic 16th note accent, okay, where the accent is played on the downbeat. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and we're simply going to be shifting right hand accents to the floor tom, left hand accents to the first tom, and all the other notes are going to be on the snare. So in fact, if we do that very slowly, all right, on the snare drum, the accents on their own are just going to sound like this. And I'll put on a click so we can get a bit of, I'll do a 60. No, let's do it at 50. No, let's do it at 40, just because I want it to be clear what we're doing. 1 E and 2 E and 3. Cool, so that's just with the accent. But now what we're going to do is we're going to play our flams. So if we flam those notes, it's on the snare drum, it's going to sound like this. Which is cool. And in fact, before moving on to the next stage, I recommend that you go through and you do all of those just on the snare drum first to get used to doing those as flams. Now the next step that we're going to do is all of our right hands of the flam are going to be played on the floor tom. Any ones that are left hand flams are going to be played on our tom 1. So right hand flam, so that means the right hand is the main stroke, so left hand's flamming is going to be floor tom, and when our right hand's playing the flam and our left hand's playing the main stroke, it's going to be on tom 1. So in this case, all of these are going to be played on the floor tom. So these are on the downbeat. So let's just do number 1. And I'm just going to change the click so it doesn't take for ages to get there. Moving on to the next one. Next one is going to be on all of the ands. So we've got 1 E and. So again, it's our right hand on the floor tom, but now it's going to be on the ands. So let's do that one nice and slow. moving on to number 3. Number 3 now is going to be our first left hand. It's going to be on E. So now we're going 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and so on. Remember, all the notes on the snare need to be super soft. Here we go. Moving to number 4, again now on the A of 4. Here we go, left hand on the first tom. Moving right along, number 5. Now we're going to start changing it up. So this one we've got flam on the 1, then the next flam is on the E of 2, then flam on 3, and then E of 4. So here we go with number 5. Number 6 now. Number 6 we've got 1 E and so it's 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. So it's basically the reverse of number 5. So here we go. Now, next one we're going to be doing is number 9. And number 9, we've got 2 flams in a row. So flam, 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 flam. There's actually 14 in total. I'm not going to play all 14, but this is just to give you an idea. Here we go. last one we're going to play is, what is it, number 12. So we've got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So this one's a little bit tricky, but here we go. All right, so now I'm going to play them a little bit faster. I'm going to go, well, I'll double them. I'll go to 80. Just give you an idea how they sound faster, and after this, I'll take questions. So here we go. So yeah, that brings us to the end of these lessons. So have a great week. Good luck with all that. These are fantastic, so make sure you do work on them. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, happy practicing.